Hey, good morning, everyone. Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. $52 right now here at Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park in North Naples, Florida. A bit on the breezy side, the wind coming out of the northwest. Excuse me. Sadly, that shift in wind direction, we're dealing with red tide once again here. We're dealing with the red tide. I guess that's our Christmas present from Mother Nature. A lot of little dead fish on the beach. Whew. Every now and then I get a good whiff of the stench of that red tide. A lot of waves out there in the Gulf. I'm at Wiggins Pass. I'm at the north end of the park right now. I'm gonna slowly make my way down to the south. A lot of shells up here right now, a lot of shells. Pew. P-U. Oh. Merry Christmas and hallelujah, this year is coming to an end. Finally. I'm just kind of walking slow here, looking down at the ground as I go, looking for something fun to pick up. Looking for some of my little favorites, the murex shells, the moon shells. Seeing broken ones, lots of old broken ones, older shells here on the beach. Broken, an older moon shell there, broken moon shell, shark eye moon shell. A lot of conchs, a lot of fighting conchs on the beach this morning. There's a piece of an old whelk, darn it. Boy, that's an old lightning whelk there. What's left of it. The tide is on its way in here. The tide is on its way in. I've seen a lot of broken angel wing shells on the beach also. I've seen a lot of bits and pieces from the little angel wing shells. These waves are just tearing them up. Piece of a little apple murex. If you're just tuning in, sorry. The red tide is rearing its ugly head once again, showing its ugly self once again. Boy, so many fighting conchs, empty fighting conch shells on the beach. Lots and lots. I'm also seeing lots and lots of slipper shells. As I walk along, I just come up to big clusters of the little slipper shells. Or slippers, the slipper shells. You turn them over, see how they look like a little slipper. Lots and lots of slipper shells. If you're into slipper shells and conchs up here at the north end, but once that tide comes in here, they're gonna be hard to find. There's another little whelk, an older lightning whelk. You know, that's kind of a nice little shell. I'm gonna save that for something. Man, lots of angel wings. Lots of broken angel wing shells on the beach. I don't know why that is. Why so many of them. Those are such beautiful shells, those angel wings. Lots and lots of cockles out here as well. Lots and lots of cockle shells. Beautiful shells, the cockles. Okay, there's 3 cockles right there in a row. Half of an old crown conch. A king's crown. Not a very good boating day. So how is everyone doing this morning? Getting your Christmas off to a good start, I hope. It's going to be a bit colder out here tomorrow. It's probably going to be down in the low 40s tomorrow. I'm going to try to brave it. It's that wind that gets me out here. I'm going to do my best to come out here tomorrow. Out of all those shells, I didn't find much of anything. Darn. Looks like last night's high tide washed a lot up on the beach, but now this tide's coming in again. It's getting ready to pull them all back out into the water. I am Just kind of bobbing and weaving here around the dead fish. Serpentining around all the little dead fish on the beach this morning, unfortunately. What a shame. I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen with that wind coming in from the Gulf now. Our friends Mike and Maria said it's really bad down to the south end of the park. A lot of dead fish on the beach down there. It's a little lace murex shell, a little lace murex. So I got something in my pocket. Awesome. My Christmas present, a little lace murex shell. It's a pretty nice one. I actually got all the little, I don't know what you call them, the little ridges that look like little fins. Nice little lace murex. Good morning, Merry Christmas. Oh wow, all the there's a lot of buzzards up there. Look at them all. Oh, look at them all. Yeah. A lot of vultures out here this morning up by Wiggins Pass, pecking at the dead fish. And they serve a purpose. As I was walking up here this morning, there were a lot of shells along the beach, but I was racing to get up to Wiggins Pass because I wanted to do my live feed walking to the south this morning instead of up to the north. I didn't want to be walking into the wind. I wanted to have the wind at my back here. So I really wasn't looking for shells. Yeah, there's a crab trap washed up on the beach up here. Elsie, our friend Elsie coming around the corner. She said she likes the cold. She got her wish. Checking out the crab trap. Any stone crabs in there? We could have a little snack for Christmas. Yeah. Nothing. It looks empty. Yeah. Yeah, the old fish bait there, and oh boy. Well, you got your wish. It's cold. It's gonna be nice and cold tomorrow. It's the cold. It's the wind that gets me. I don't mind the cold. It's that wind. Ooh, a hat. I was never a hat guy. Yeah, I need to get Roy. Remember that hat Roy used to have that was falling apart? Looked like an old dead rat on his head. Now somebody got him a new one, and by George, he's wearing the new one. He likes the new one. He's still got the old one. It's almost disintegrated, though. Yeah. Merry Christmas, Elsie. Merry Christmas. Oh. Get ready for tomorrow morning, huh? Well, it's just gonna be colder. Yeah, it's gonna be like down in the 40s, low 40s, they said. It was 52 when I got out of the car with the wind. With the wind, it feels a little colder, but tomorrow, we'll see. We'll see. Enjoy, yep, enjoy your Christmas. God bless you. Yeah, I saw, like I said earlier, I saw Mike and Maria, Sharktooth Mike, out in his shorts and t-shirt on the beach. We'll see what he's dressed like tomorrow if he makes it out here. Morning. Yeah, this is sad. I mean, the beach is just littered with little fish, just littered with them. Such a shame. Such a shame. All over the place. We get 2 nice days and a bad day. See, the problem is the storm red tide is just lingering offshore. It doesn't take much to blow it back up onto our beach. The wind was kind of coming out of the east the other day, so it blew it offshore and things got nice. Had a beautiful day yesterday. Just take the good with the bad, roll with the punches. That's all you can do. Can't do anything about it. Well, there is a little we can do about it, obviously. Stop polluting our waters. Start taking better care of our planet Earth. Wonder if Roy's crawled back into my car. It was funny, yesterday morning he was telling me, I was in Kodiak, Alaska, and it was minus 55 degrees. I'm not afraid of the cold. This morning he said, are you going to leave the car open? If I'm not out by my chair, I'll be sitting in your car. I said, Roy, you think you want to go to the beach tomorrow? Oh, yeah. It's not much fun if you're sitting in my car. Yeah, the waves are really starting to come up here now. You can see that water is just not its pretty self, not like it was the other day. Yeah, it's kind of one of the things I really like about coming out here in the mornings, though, is the changes we see each day. You know, every morning, especially lately, every morning, you never know what's in store for us. We even got a few little pockets of rain out there in the Gulf. We had some rain roll through here through the night as the front moved through, the cold front moved through. The air is not bad down here. It seems like the past week, if I was really gonna get any whiffs of that red tide, it seemed to be up at the north end of the park. That's where I would get it, and that kind of makes sense. It's more open up there, windier. When I started the live feed when I was up at Wiggins Pass this morning, I was getting some strong indications of red tide in the air. I don't think our gopher tortoise is going to be out this morning. Way too cold. Way too cold for our little gopher tortoise. But that's where he'd be, up over in there is his burrow, his den, his hole in the ground. Yeah, I don't see any boats going out this morning. No Christmas morning fishing excursions, or jet ski tours, or dolphin tours. Good day to be sitting under the mistletoe. Is anybody venturing out today? Is anyone venturing out? The crazy Christmas of 2020, huh? Just remember what Christmas is all about. You know, thank goodness for technology, you can still FaceTime and Zoom and whatever, and still see your loved ones face to face via the internet. I mean, that's amazing. It's not as fun as being there in person, but it's better than nothing. 10 years ago, we couldn't have done that. You know, just Share the love. That's what today is all about. Share the love. Give thanks. Be happy that you're here. Be happy that you're still here. Lost a lot of people in 2020. Remember those families that don't have their loved ones to celebrate with today. Poor people in the hospitals that can't even have visitors. And remember, there's still people out there working today. Police and firemen and doctors and nurses, EMTs and paramedics, our soldiers, our military. Remember, they don't stop for Christmas. Keep them in your thoughts and prayers. I was hoping the sun would peek out here. There's a couple little patches of blue over here to the east, but down to the southeast. I was hoping we get a little blue sky here this morning. It's warming up a little bit. Starting to warm up. Some blue sky up there to the northwest. You know, something I want to say here. I get a lot of messages, a lot of personal messages, a lot of messages sent to Southwest Florida Television. I lose track of them. I'm sorry, but anybody that sends a message, if I don't get back to you, I apologize. But like I said, I lose track of them. And Facebook, sometimes I see a message and then I can't find it. I'm like, okay, I'll respond to that later, and then I can't find it. It's like, I don't know where they go. They go into limbo and then they show up a month or two later. So forgive me for that if you send me messages and I don't respond. It's not that I don't like you. Y'all are wonderful. We have a wonderful, wonderful beach family here. If you're just tuning in, we are seeing signs of the red tide again. I'm sorry to have to tell you that on Christmas morning, but a lot of little dead fish on the beach today. So Sorry to show you that, but that's just the fact of life there. The beaches, they just go all the way down the beach here. All the way down the beach. And there's piles of them. Seems to get worse the further south I go here. Unfortunately, they're all piled up on top of the shells. Sad, sad, sad. You know, that is one of the reasons for these beach walks, though, is to inform people. Keep them informed on what's going on, especially our friends up north that aren't going to make it down here this year. I like to keep you abreast of the situation, good or bad. As I've said hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, I'm really not out here to promote tourism, although it kind of turns into that. Excuse me. Pew. P-U. A lot of wonderful people have connected here and found Naples. Found Naples, Florida, and moved down here. That wasn't intentional, but it's awesome. I love it when our friends finally wind up down here. But as most of you know, the real reason for these beach walks is just to bring people together in the morning. Just want to give you a place to go in the morning that's friendly, peaceful, free of politics. All the nonsense that's going on right now. Just give you an hour or two of friendship. Hopefully you will make some new friends by following along here. Just look at those comments and you'll see what I'm talking about the friendships. Spending quality time with your friends, your beach family. On Christmas morning. Christmas morning on the beach in Naples. Thankfully, that rain is not heading in my direction here. It's heading to the southeast. Not that we don't need the rain. We're heading into our dry season here. Good morning. Merry Christmas. Well, now, this is just how that red tide works. Now there's hardly any dead fish on the beach here. They go from piles to almost nothing. I mean, that's how that red tide is. It's just in pockets. And I wish all the pockets of red tide would go away. Oh, that wind is wicked. It's at my back. I could just keep walking south, but I'm going to have to turn around at some point, and I'm dreading that. The walk back to the north into the wind. Pretty neat looking clouds though. Good morning. I love it. There's still some folks out here taking a walk on their Christmas morning beach walk. God bless them. New Year's Day beach walk and Christmas morning beach walk. Those are kind of traditions with some people in Florida. Well, it's probably not going to be very busy here today. If it was a little warmer and the red tide wasn't out here, this place would be starting to fill up already. But I don't think finding a spot on the beach is going to be a problem this morning. My nose is cold. Got a cold nose. Those waves are pretty big out there, actually. They don't look big in the camera, but there's some pretty good sized waves out there. Hey, Merry Christmas. A little pile of shells down here. A little pile. Any Christmas presents? I don't see any Christmas presents in it. Rats. Ugh. Oh, more fish piling up down here. Ugh. All the little bait fish. I'm down and coming up, well, I'm at the south end of Area 3. Just getting ready to cross over into Area 2. Good morning. Merry Christmas. Getting a whiff of the red. Phew. A whiff of it there. A whiff of the old red tide. Some sun. The sun's broke out from behind the clouds here. Mostly out from behind the clouds. Nice. Oh man, look at that. Look at all the little fish up here. Holy cow. So sad. So sad. I was wondering why I wasn't finding any shells. Now I know the answer. Now I know why I haven't been finding any shells on the beach. Santa Claus was out here on the beach just ahead of me, picking them up as a gift for Mrs. Claus. Ha! I was wondering where all the shells were.
Good morning,
You,
family.
you got them all. You got all my shells.
I tell you, Rob, you know what today is a battle even for Santa.
Really?
It's a battle going up this way.
I figured you were out here collecting little treasures for all your elves.
Oh, man. It's so beautiful out here.
Beautiful.
So beautiful.
It is beautiful if you like the cold and the red tide.
Merry Christmas,
It's-
everyone, wherever you're at.
There you go. Merry Christmas. You know, you make the best of it. Make the best of it, right? Absolutely.
Best of it here.
Yeah. What did you say the temperature was back in Joliet?
About one.
1 degree, about 1 degrees above zero.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Nick, Lexi, Luke,
Nick, Lexi, and Luke.
Joe,
Oh man.
Spurgeon, Baron, Wesley. Merry Christmas.
Oh man. It's nice in the sun. When the sun pops out, it's nice.
When the sun comes out, we're going to be great.
Yeah. Go warm Roy up.
It's so beautiful. So beautiful.
It is. I mean, now we're getting some blue sky.
Yeah, it's not just the sun comes out.
Yep. Well, look at you, Santa. Santa in his red
I
shorts.
feel like I'm still delivering presents.
You are. Santa's job is never done.
Never done.
All right. Yep, I'll see you up there. Nah. Pete and Nancy. Pete and Nancy. Yeah, they're not going to miss any mornings out here. Red tide, whatever. They're going to be out here every morning. Gonna miss them. Boy, Roy's gonna miss them big time. Woo-hoo. Big time. I think I must start a second live feed here. I am coming up, I am in Area 1 now. We've walked the whole beach, just about the whole entire beach here at Delnor-Wiggins, from Wiggins Pass down to Area 1. I'll do another live feed for my walk up the beach, back up to Area 4. See if Roy's still up there. So stick around. I'll be back in a little while, but thank you for being a friend. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. God bless all of you, your family, your friends. Give me about 15 minutes or so, but before my next live feed here. Hit that share button. Invite your friends to tag along. Might be a little noisy walking into that wind on the way back up the beach. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, nice little pile of shells down there. I'll have to investigate that on the way back. Hopefully they'll be there. That storm's just making its way on shore now, down to the south of us. We've been watching that all morning. Area 1, we're down at the south end of the park now. Area 1 beach. Hey, if you like what you see, hit the share button. If you appreciate what I do, if you're feeling generous this holiday season, if you want to send a little tip, a thank you, you can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. As you know, I don't get paid to do these live feeds or keep this Southwest Florida page going here on Facebook. I just depend on your generosity, your kindness and generosity, friendship and financial support. Thank you guys, thank you. I'll be back in a little while for live feed number 2, our walk up the beach. Looks like it's getting nicer and nicer out here. All right, if I don't see you later, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Tally ho, everyone, tally ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.